Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February, moving into early March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Virgo collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going. My guides and spirit team, talk to me about these Virgos. What do they got going on as we enter the early stages of Pisces season? The energy is flowing and moving, my friends. Yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And then at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Virgo, please, my guides. Talk to me about my friends. I've been having some very intriguing readings for you the past couple of weeks. I always love reading for Virgo. Okay, there's a lot of people around you. Okay, there's really no other way to put it when we have this card, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some court cards in your tarot. And just look at the image. Like, we'll talk about it further in depth, but there's just a lot of people here, or just a lot of energies affecting you. It could be a few different things. Before we fully dive into that, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card. Interesting little image. You see there's a male, there's a female, there's like a post with various different pictures of different people. Even in the background, there's even more people. That's why I said, like, there's just a lot of people here. So for some of you, it could represent a group dynamic of some sort. So whether it's work and career or school or family, there's just a lot of people in the mix, or that could be affecting your energy. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Maybe there's several different individuals where their energy is affecting you in one way or another in some sort of group dynamic. Now, if that's not the case, to me, this is a very busy card as well. Like, there's a lot going on. So whether you have a lot going on right now, you might be extra busy. Just keep yourself energetically locked down with this card. That's another big thing. Like, sure, you might be a little more social or have people coming towards you, but when this card is here, it's very important to keep yourself energetically secure. This, because it's just a lot. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if your empathy, your intuition is a little heightened in this time with this leadoff card. So we're just going to place it right there. We talked about it enough. And as I always say, the first card over here doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you into tarot and get your 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the lovely Virgo collective, please. And while we get this deck all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. It was titled, They Are Planning. There was a lot of strategy involved. I think I saw it in multiple spots in your reading last week. So maybe there's something you're planning or you need to plan and strategize about. I know Virgos are usually very good when it comes to things like that. But yeah, that easily could have been someone else strategizing as well. It just came through in a very powerful way in last week's reading. So we'll see if it lingers. And as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. As we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're connected to. You know how it goes. Let's get you 3 cards. What do we got here for Virgo, please? Our guides and spirit team. All right, not yet. The deck is being a little specific for you this time. What do we got? 8 of Wands, action, movement, communication. Doesn't surprise me when we have all these people in the mix, right? There's a lot of talk in here. Okay, there's an important communication coming in. That could be it. Just put it down right here. Let's get more information. 2 more cards for Virgo, please. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles, double 8s, powerful energy of signs, synchronicities already. Okay, so get that 8 of Pentacles, working hard on something. Someone's working hard on something here. Let's get one more out and really piece this together. What do we got for my friends? So specific. Like, I swear, and for those of you new here, I only read jumpers. Normally with a Virgo reading, the cards are flying, like they're all out real quick. But let's see what this last one is. What do we got for Virgo? Okay. Okay, Queen of Swords, stern, serious, no games, no nonsense, very strategic as well, just like we saw last week. So we do have some carryover themes that we'll want to talk about. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I do see a little mixture of different energies happening here. We have some fire element. We have earth, which you're very comfortable in. We have some air. So there's a lot of things, whether it's all your one situation or all your energy or multiple different things. We'll want to see how this all plays together, because we have communication, we have strategy, very firm energy, diligent. So let's break it down piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, we are starting with a bang. We have the Eight of Wands. Lovely energy normally, right? The only thing, it can be unpredictable, and we'll talk about it a little more, but we see the image there of the 8 arrows just cutting through the sky, or the 8 wands. So the most accepted meaning of this card represents communication, talking, messages, back and forths. It is fire energy. It's explosive. It's fast. So for some of you, this could literally just talk about a communication coming in. It could be speaking about action or developments as well, where something shifts, something changes, or some sort of big action comes in with this Eight of Wands. Once again, though, every card has positives and challenges. It's a double-edged sword. With this Eight of Wands, it could be a little unpredictable. It could be, once again, explosive, or just something that happens very suddenly. This is a sudden type of energy. It's one of the fastest moving cards in the whole deck. So I do like that we're starting with it, okay? Because it does mean we're starting with some momentum, okay? So that's good. Moving over, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, once again, to point out, we already have repeating numbers here. So please, in this time, keep your eyes open for the signs, synchronicities, omens from spirit, because they could be trying to guide you in a specific direction or warn you. Depends. Moving to the center, though, this Eight of Pentacles is a lovely card to me. It's one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. Beautiful earthy energy. Now, I see this, I think it's artistic, it's creative, it's diligent, it's hardworking. For some of you, it could literally represent career, whether it's your career ambitions or what you do for a living, or just situations involving work could be important here, or even money. You know how Pentacles go. I like it because it's just a lot of effort going in. So when we go from this action, this forward momentum, this one's a little more reined in and focused. So I like that. For some of you, maybe you're doing that with certain things in life, like trying to rein it in, focus your energy. That's a really good thing. But once again, every card is a double-edged sword. Challenges of this Eight of Pentacles, it could represent someone you're connected to that might be wasting their energy, focusing their energy on the wrong things, or somebody that works a little too much. This is like workaholic type of energy in its roughest form. So we'll see what's up. I mean, in the sense of relationships and connections, this is somebody that might want to work on something, like work on it, try to make it work. I like the effort it makes me feel. So we'll just place him right back there. You could keep chiseling away at that pentacle, make it nice and pretty. On the back end here, we do have the Queen of Swords. We have some air sign energy. So for a portion of you, you might be connected to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That doesn't always have to be the case. This could be an energy that you're embodying at this time. Strong, powerful, divine, feminine, leaning type of energy, older feminine. When the Queen of Swords is here, she is no nonsense. She is no BS. She is straightforward. She's to the point, just honest. I really like this Queen of Swords energy. Now, her dark side could represent somebody that's a little cold. Her dark side could represent somebody who's like emotionally severed from something, or it's just a very cold, stern, serious type of energy. She does show up sometimes when there's serious things going on. So whether it's a serious situation or something you may be taking seriously or need to, this Queen of Swords will often show up in a reading. Similar to last week, she is a big card of strategy and planning. And remember, last week's reading was literally titled, They Are Planning. So there is something here around strategy still lingering from last week. We're just going to put her down right there. I want to dive deeper on all of it, Virgo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Let's see what's up, my guides. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Eight of Wands. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Virgo, you could drop it right down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, let's go. Eight of Wands. Let's go. Thank you. Nine of Wands. Yeah, so watch for the communication issues in this time, but for a lot of you, there could be a big breakthrough coming in. Very, once again, powerful, explosive, just breakthrough type of energy. So I feel like it's either one or the other for a lot of you. Claim whichever one works for you. The Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior, okay? is very skeptical. So there might be someone you're talking to or dealing with where you're a little skeptical, a little guarded, like, I don't know, a little unsure here. The guard is up. It could literally be blockages in communication. So for a portion of you, we'll see if more cards of talking do come out, but there might be someone that you're really not seeing eye to eye with or talking with much when this card is in the mix. But once again, when we have a card like the Eight of Wands, that fast, explosive movement into this walled up Nine of Wands, to me, it does feel for a lot of you, there could be big breakthroughs coming in, like either explosive breakthroughs or just situations that may have been frustrating you for a while, or situations that may have been stagnant, just finally burst wide open. And it feels good to me. So take that however it hits for you. Remember, I'm not gonna pick apart and add like 20 different messages here. It is what it is. Those are the main vibes. Let's keep moving. Yeah, but there's a skepticism around communication as well. Let's go in on that Eight of Pentacles. For a lot of you, that it could just really be a nice breakthrough. I do love it. Explosive energy. Claim those wins and victories. I think I saw that for you a couple weeks ago as well. So let's go in on that 8. Where's the 8 of Pentacles here? Thank you. Card almost flew off. Okay. All right, this is somebody really trying to work on themselves, work on their self-esteem, try to get something right. We have some more fire energy here in the mix for you, Virgo. The Queen of Wands in reverse underneath this 8 of Pentacles. If there's been a problem or something that's been bothering you for a long time, I see somebody really trying to work on it and improve it. Okay, so it's just giving me that self-improvement type of energy. Now, once again, a portion of you could be having issues with a fire sign, or even somebody at work might be bumping heads, so that's something to watch out for. But all queens, notice we have the double down of queen energy, represents the internal world. Okay, the Queen of Wands is usually like beautiful, you know, sexy, confident type of energy. When I see her reverse, it's someone who's like not really too confident. So for a very small portion of you, whether it's losing confidence in a work situation, hopefully it's not losing confidence in yourself. But the main thing I'm picking up here is someone who's trying to, like, they know their flaws and they're trying to better it. Okay, so maybe that's someone you're connected to. Maybe they know what their flaws are, or what needs to be worked on. I do like this energy overall, but we're just going to keep moving. Watch out for the work issues for a lot of you in this time. There is somebody lacking confidence about something, okay? Could be financial or work related. Let's keep moving. We're not going to get hung up there. I don't feel like that's the main crux of the situation. So let's go in on that Queen of Swords. I still feel breakthroughs, though, even like in this front end. Regardless of that, there could still be things breaking through in a very powerful way. So let's go in on that Queen of Swords. Okay, deck is being very specific for you still, my friends. What do we got? Queen of Swords. Thank you. Okay, yeah, this is somebody that's not going to let something slide. Okay, so you take that however it hits for you. There might be something you feel needs to be addressed. Okay, that's just a vibe I'm picking up, whether it's something that you have addressed, regardless of this energy up front, the Six of Swords in reverse under the Queen of Swords. It's like, no, I'm not forgetting that. It's like, it's giving me that energy, like, I'll forgive, but I won't forget, or there is something that needs to be addressed. There could be a serious situation happening. I'm not sure if you've had that in recent weeks, or a situation that needs to be addressed or taken seriously here. Because, listen, elementally, it's mostly air and fire. That could be very volatile as well. And the main vibe, and we'll talk about it a little further, the Six of Swords is usually improvement, things getting better, things moving forward from choppy waters into calm. When I see it in reverse underneath the Queen of Swords, sure, it could sometimes represent things returning. Okay, for a portion of you, that could be the case. But to me, it's like, no, this needs to be addressed. All right, before this ship turns upside down and gets better, something needs to be addressed or talked about or covered in one way or another. And it could just be a serious situation. Okay, and we did kind of pick up little hints of it throughout the reading itself. Okay, so I'll forgive, I won't forget. I mean, that energy is just showing up here in a very heavy way. And you don't have to forget, right? Like, you can forgive people for things, but somebody wants to address a situation or a problem, and they're taking it very seriously here. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick recap, Virgo. Got a lot of different things happening in your reading this week. It didn't feel like one cohesive situation for some of you, maybe. But let's go through piece by piece before the shadow card. Position number 1, we have the Eight of Wands. with the 9 of Wands in the upright. So I did say for some of you, this could be blockages in communication or just very skeptical about what someone says, or it's like, yeah, well, I'm not sure about what you're saying. It's kind of giving me that energy. But another vibe I pick up here is just like a breakthrough of some sort. So if you've been dealing with a situation that's been frustrating you, or something that's not been moving or progressing, this to me is an energy of that just massive breakthrough energy, which is nice. Moving to the center, we have the 8 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Watch out for losing confidence in work situations or financial issues in this time. You might be bumping heads with a fire sign. That could simply be it. But to me, I do feel someone trying to work on it, like trying to work on their flaws, like they understand what needs to be fixed and worked on, and they're putting energy towards it. But there might not completely be there just yet. Moving to the back end, we have the Queen of Swords with the 6 of Swords in reverse. Something needs to be addressed. I already mentioned, I felt that little tagline, like I'll forgive, but I won't forget, where it's just somebody that feels like a situation is serious and it needs to be looked at or conversed about. It's like, I can't let this go just yet. Like, this needs to be addressed in one way or another. So maybe you're in that mode and mindset where you're just addressing problems, okay? That's never a bad thing. But this feels very motivated to do so. So please take a screenshot of that, Virgo. Let's get you a shadow card now. Let's see what's in the shadows for the lovely Virgos here. Lots of different things happening in your read this week. So let's go, my guides. Talk to me. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge either. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one here. What do we got for Virgo, please? And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. Lots of the Virgo fam in there, and I appreciate you guys. Let's get your shadow card. What do we got? Thank you. Nice and quick. Queen of Cups, feeling something intensely. So we have a lot of Queen energy showing up through the reading from front to back. We had almost all of them show up. So the Queen of Cups is in the shadows. And remember, all queens represent the internal world. And the internal queen of emotion is very, very powerful feelings. So you might have some extremely powerful emotions or feelings in this time. I do know the full moon in Virgo just recently happened. So for some of you, that could be playing with some of your Virgo alignments. When the Queen of Cups is in the shadows, just watch out for that. You might be more emotional than you normally are with her here. Other things she could speak about, once again, feminine figures, mother figures, relationships with children. All these things could really be highlighted with the Queen of Cups. For a portion of you, might just be connected to a water sign. That's a big thing as well. But the importance with the Queen of Cups is to have some sort of emotional outlet and not to suppress. That's her dark side, is like suppressing emotions and pushing them down. In this time, if you have concerns or situations or issues like we saw within the spread, make sure you have a vent for it in one way or another. So yeah, Virgo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The February subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to go over to my website, mastermetaphysics.com, to check out my digital calendar. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my go-to decks, and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one vibes with your energy the best? Is it the Wands, the Pentacles, Cups, or Swords? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.